Ready.
All right, streaming started. We've got excellent connection. See if we get a picture up anytime now. Yep. Excellent. Good deal. Still got about a minute.
Okay. Yep, we just.
Cool beans. Seriously? It's all right.
It's all good. I love it.
And it is 3 o'clock.
Hi, Steve.
Hey, Dave. How are you today? Hey, are you on Tic Tac?
I'm on Tic Tac yet. Here, cheers.
Are you on the Tic Tac?
I'm on the Tic Tac.
Or
them foul-mouthed kids eat all them Tic Tacs they can get.
that other thing we used to call the internet. What's it called? Oh, Facebook.
Oh, yeah, that Facebook.
No, hey,
You're on the Facebook.
no, but you're way off. You're too old now. It was MySpace.
No.
I
never had one.
That's still out there.
You used to have it? Does it people see
Yeah,
it?
I never.
It still exists.
Are we starting or what here?
All right, y'all ready?
Ready or not?
Don't
rock and roll
this time. Let me do what you wanted me. You're the one that complained about this. So
Do it.
all right. Shut your bullshit off. Let me go ahead and shut my bullshit off.
Yep.
Shut off. Okay. Hey everybody, welcome to Three Fat Truckers. We're your hosts. I'm Bill. Joining me are my co-hosts, Dave
How you guys doing today?
and Steve.
Pretty good, buddy. How are you?
Ah, love it.
I love the continuity. We're just off to a bang, aren't we?
Hey, that's the way we do it.
We've got another good one for you guys. I don't know. Maybe not. What do you guys think?
Oh, possibly.
Yeah.
I think I could stand some more of this weather if we were from the Midwest.
Oh,
We
gosh,
had our
it's not
first
good.
80-degree day weekend, and it is wonderful.
It is fantastic. Yeah, I want to do some grilling today, but it'll we'll have to wait
I
and see.
started at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later, though.
Yeah. We got a little grilling section we're going to talk about here in the show, folks. We're gonna we got a little bit of news, but first.
Hey. We can't be three fat truckers if we don't get food.
Oh, we're going to talk about food. I mean, food is going to make its way into the dialogue at several points during the conversation, I'm sure.
Hey, Bill, before you get started, I heard a rumor this week that somebody finally emailed you.
Yes! Can you believe
Seriously?
it? Oh, my gosh.
That sounds like a whole setup, didn't it?
Well, folks, I'll tell you, I was getting a little down on everything because when we set up the infrastructure for all this, I insisted that we had a 3ftpodcast.org domain name, and then as such, we would have an email address that had that domain name. You know, a lot of technical bullshit that you're probably not interested in, but it cost money. Is the bottom line. And I was getting a little down because I started to realize I don't think our audience are the type of people that like to email into the show. And then this. We had an email come in from a guy. He's been driving for quite some time. We'll call this our feedback section, and I'm so excited I can't even put it all together. But he emailed into the show, and this is exactly the kind of thing I wanted when I set it all up. You know, I'm not trying to make it come down on anybody. You know, this guy clearly knows how to type.
Oh, sure. Throw everybody under the bus.
No, okay. So let me be clear. I don't have a high and mighty attitude towards folks that don't know how to type. If anything, I was the one that. I was the one that was a little silly because I know how to type. It's that thing where because you know how to do a thing, you think the whole world knows how to do a thing. And I also do tech podcasts, and in that world, you make a show, and all the listeners take email, they take Discord, they take Discourse, they take Telegram, they take all the social media, and they write into the show, and they do not hesitate to go off in long rants about all the things you talk about because everybody's got an opinion. Well, this this I understand now is a little bit different world. But all that being said, this guy, his name's Michael Gray. He emailed into the show, and I'll go ahead and read that here. Hey guys, Chunky Monkey here. Right off the bat, CB handle. Old school as fuck. Chunky Monkey here. I found out about your podcast at the Love's Truck Stop in Bellefontaine, Ohio. Seen the sticker on Pump 17. Now that is no doubt Dave. Dave is...
He put stickers on. Instead of the Joe Biden, I did that.
Yeah, that's
Dave's got ones at 3 Fat Truckers.
Yeah, and he's quite enthusiastically spread those stickers around. But,
you might find them in your local bathroom, supermarket, and especially the McDonald's and Burger King drive-through windows.
Yep.
When they're not looking. They hold up on my order.
See, the other thing that intrigues me though is that those stickers aren't really clear as to how to go and find the show and what the fuck to do about it. And as I've learned, a lot of people really aren't clear on how to get podcasts and listen to. I did for everybody's information too. I also on this channel. I made a couple of tutorial videos on how to get installed and find podcast players.
And like I said, if you just Google 3 Fat Truckers, you'll find us.
Yeah. Well, because we pretty much got on all the genres as far as Apple Pod, iHeartRadio, and
Spotify,
Reddit. What's the other ones, Bill?
Apple. We're on the Apple podcast.
I had to pay money for the Apple thing, but we're on Apple Podcasts. iHeartRadio, Spotify, but we're also just a plain old RSS link, so any podcast player that searches Apple Podcasts will find the podcast.
Or just Google us. Everybody Googles, so yeah.
Also, if you go to our website, 3ftpodcast.org, every time we get done with a show, I post the actual YouTube video right there on our website and the little player for the audio-only version. Which if you're just going to play it, and then go and do stuff around the house, that's probably the best bet because I put a little production effort into the audio-only version that goes up on Red Circle.
Yep.
You don't need to know
intro music, outro music.
Yeah, there's a little. My son makes the intro and outro music. He's got a musical project called Frost and Octane. Shameless plug. There you go. Cha-ching. But he makes our theme music, and we're grateful for all that. But like I said, I made there's an instructional video on our page on how to get a podcast player, and I was very opinionated on what podcast player to get. And then my son, the one that makes the theme music, he made the tutorial video on how to make all that work on an iPhone. So I did the Android, he made the iPhone. So between all of that crap, you've got no excuse whatsoever. You are clean out of excuses on how to find it.
You just never heard about it.
But the interesting thing here is this guy just saw the sticker, and he had enough Google foo to know how to just type that in and then find it and then start listening to us, and then he wrote into the show. So back in live action, I started driving in 1996, but I was raised in the industry as my dad drove for. He's got good grammar skills. I'll tell you what. As my dad drove for 40 plus years before losing his sight in 1989. So there you go, kids. Give up the 39 years. His father was one-armed Tony.
30.
Yeah. Like you did. His father was one-armed Tony and drove a twin stick with his left arm. That sounds like a truck story.
I guarantee if he's using left arm to shift the twin stick, he was not looking at the friggin' road. He was turned sideways. He's over there to grab a hold.
I've done it. I've had to put my arm on the wheel and then hold that left stick with the left hand.
He's got a cheeseburger in the other hand. That's no excuse.
Hey, we got Willie that can clean my truck one-armed.
Exactly.
So anybody can do that.
I see him drink one arm.
That's right.
I'm going to do a little of that today, by the way. Keen eye might see. Okay, so let's see. One arm Tony drove with his left arm. Other grandparents drove team drove log trucks. I learned to drive an 18-speed splitter and back a 53-foot van before I was 14 years old.
Right.
I've hauled everything. Yeah, Steve is right there with you. I've hauled everything from livestock to toilets with Dad, so I guess you could say I was destined to drive truck. He went on to say, when I started hauling kitchen, I hauled. Oh, see, you forgot the comma there.
Don't just read.
Okay, when I started, I hauled kitchen cabinets to the East Coast in a day cab box van. Not fun, especially since New York City was the first city I cut my teeth on. I spent a number of years hauling high-low and tow-light campers out of Butler and Belleville, Ohio, to the lower 48 Canada. This was my favorite job by far. Like a lot of truckers, chased the dollar from company to company, hauling this and that, but now I'm home every night driving a dump truck running out of Northwest Ohio. I'm really enjoying your podcast. It's like sitting down with old friends and fellow drivers to shoot the shit. Bill, I have to say...
Did you happen to put his picture of his dump truck up there?
I can, but I'm afraid I'll lose my audio.
Oh, yeah. Well, don't worry about it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Put it on.
I'm really enjoying your podcast. It's like sitting down with old friends and fellow drivers to shoot the shit. Bill, I have to say, I first started listening. When I first started listening, I swore you were C.W. McCall. You sound a lot like him. Keep the podcast going, guys. You're doing great. And make the miles fly by. Keep the dirty side down, the shiny side up. This is Chunky Monkey. We're going. Bye-bye.
And now, when we first started this, that's exactly what I think we wanted to do, far as reaching out to other drivers that, because, I mean, back in the day, and I think it's still on there, the old man died when it was in the evenings, and I'm sure both you guys have, and everybody out there, it was Truckin' Bozo. That's what you listen to all night long.
Yep. Dale Summers out of 700 WLW.
Rest in peace there. And then his boy Steve was on there with him and ended up taking over.
Yep.
And I don't even know if he still does it anymore, if he retired.
He does.
He was up in age there too, I thought, or getting there. But yeah, as far as us, I mean, that's the kind of letter I like. I mean, I told Bill, I said, that's the kind of letter we like to get. I mean, it was that, you know, I don't know how many people we're actually getting out to as far as our truckers, because a lot of people on here are our friends, which are some truckers, but some's family, you know, acquaintances and stuff. But I mean, as far as getting out there to a driver like that enjoys listening to us while he's working, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And like I said, I'm not coming down on anybody. I understand not everybody's going to have the keyboard food to sit down and type like this. And I apologize.
Hey, actually. I'm a one-finger pecker sometimes.
Yeah, and like I said, when I first got this email,
I
said either this guy knows how to type or he spent the entire weekend hunting and pecking. Either way, but it was, I can't not tell you how excited I was to get this letter. But like I said, let me just say it again. It cannot be overstated that, you know, this is just one type of enthusiasm we've gotten from listeners, you know, people that we know, like Steve said, some of the people that listen to the show, they are our friends, they're people that we work with, you know what, he's in the live chat, folks.
Chunky Monkey, there he is.
There he is, yeah, hey, shout out, baby.
Good to hear you.
We're going to read the rest of your shit here in a minute, but I'm going to... I responded to his email. I said, well, I'll paraphrase. Thanks for the wonderful email. And I just kind of reminded him that we're 3 p.m. Eastern, and we appreciate everybody partaking in the live chat. He said he typed it while he was waiting on the load, so okay. So that tells me he did it on his phone.
It's hard with them little letters unless you got a phone like mine.
Every time I have to type something on my phone, I feel like taking that thing and dashing it out the window, and then I'm reminded of how much money I spent on it, and then I don't do that. But
No, Bill, it's because you need a phone.
and I don't have a mommy to buy me a phone.
Hey, yeah, exactly. you need one with a big screen on it like that.
Jeez. That's his phone, folks.
And then it goes.
Oh my God!
There we go.
You kids and your rock and roll 8-track tapes.
Oh no! 8mm reel.
Yeah, but I told him that he was the first email on the show. And I asked him if he'd mind if we read it on the show, and he was indeed enthusiastic. And he wrote back, "Yay, I'm first." Or yeah, I'm first. You sure can read this email. I'm running sand today between Pleasant Mills, Indiana, and Salina, Ohio, for the asphalt plant, and I just finished episodes 4 and 5. Might stop at the Rockford Road Dog and throw a burger down my neck if I have time. Okay, let me pause here.
Okay.
Minute.
You don't eat burgers at the Road Dog. You get a chicken or tenderloin there because them suckers are that big, and they throw everything you want on that thing, and I always tell them everything and sweet pickles.
And by the way, if you go into the Road Dog and tell the girls that you're a 3-fat trucker, they have already been one of the places that have stickers and business cards, and they may even give you a discount. You never know.
You never know. There's a little 3-fat trucker and all.
They always stops for bologna.
Fried bologna. I get the tenderloin. Bill gets the fried bologna.
I get the chicken.
I get both.
Even if I've already ate lunch, I still stop and get a chicken sandwich.
They just order the breakfast in the morning. I walked in there one time and they had a whole pan of bacon. And I said, "What's the bacon for?" And she goes, "Whatever you want." I said, "Well, I get all the box and send it out the door."
Let me decide.
You're like, "You got a box to fit all that in there?"
Oh my gosh.
So,
That's just there's places that are a mistake to walk into when you're really hungry, and that's one of them. Because they've also got a sugar cream pie in there. That just
oh yes.
Have you tried that?
Yeah. Yes. But even all their food, they make their food fresh. It isn't nothing prepackaged. It ain't warmed up in a microwave.
Yes.
They do an excellent job. So.
Yeah, one of my favorite things is the places that's got that what I used to call bucket food in the display case where they just grab it with tongs and throw it into a box. Oh my gosh. I'm getting a little hungry right now, actually. I got to make the show. Let's hurry up. Okay, so you've been thoroughly rebuked on your road dog habits.
On your hamburger.
Yeah. As far
they do have good hamburgers there too, because I have had one. So.
Yeah, I had one.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a little boost. But
did you get that message, Bill?
What's that?
On the Ninja here I sent you.
Oh, that's way over here on this screen. Let's see what we got here.
Come on, keep going.
Anyway, yeah.
Pay attention.
Oh, he's occupied.
Somebody said I got a bad echo. Who's saying that? Well, that's not cool.
Listen.
I don't hear it.
I don't either, but.
How about you live chat? Do I have a bad echo? Let me know. If I do, then I'll have to figure out what to do about it.
Michael, let us know.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike, really? He buys a new grill and can't even put together to cook on it. What the hell?
Yeah, so far.
Dave's tattling on you already, Mike.
So far, Michael is the only one in the live chat. Anyway, I'll go on as though I'm doing everything right.
Oh, the other Mike, sorry. Yeah. Dave's weekend work wife.
Yeah.
Right.
Not you, Chucky.
So who was saying I got a bad echo?
The other half down here.
Where's she watching?
They're on her phone.
Michael
said
YouTube.
What on earth?
You do too. I don't know. We'll work it out.
How about this?
What else we got on the list there after? We still on emails?
Can anybody hear me now?
Da-na-na. Dave's got all sorts of stuff on the notes here.
I love just leaving you hang like that. It is so fun. Yeah, we will. As we've been talking this week, for
breakfast, right?
Some silly reason, we get on the subject of breakfast every time we have a conversation.
Real quick, can you hear me still?
I do.
I can hear you perfect.
Somebody tell me if that fixed the problem.
Did you ever post some pictures I sent up here off the email? For breakfast?
No, I have not posted them on.
Yeah. No big.
But we were talking about breakfast this week, and I kept teasing everybody because the Flying J has a picture of a coffee cup and a pancake. And every time I see it, I'm hungry for pancakes, even though middle of the afternoon.
It 3 o'clock, yeah.
Yeah, it just makes you hungry seeing it.
They call subliminal messaging, Dave.
And it works because I'm hungry for a pancake.
Well, when I used to see the Flying J or Pilot gas tanker going down the road, the tanker always said, best coffee on the interstate. And I'm like,
yeah. I got bad news for you folks. It ain't the best coffee on the interstate.
Oh, no. It'll take the tarnish off your wheels, though.
It does. Yeah, you don't need to use the special soap on the chrome.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
But breakfast is one of our bigger things. And Steve currently did a big breakfast this week, and he fried some eggs and some homemade biscuits in a cast iron skillet, some sausage gravy, and
I think I could eat breakfast 3 meals a day. I can remember my kids when they was little asking what they want for dinner, and they're like, can we do breakfast supper? I'm like, we sure can. And they want sausage pancakes. Yeah.
Breakfast dinner is always great.
That stuff is cheap far as a meal-wise, actually even buying the ingredients. And it's fast, easy, and you can't screw it up, really.
It's funny how we're all kind of dealing with this cost of food going up. I did a hot dog giveaway last weekend for a Easter egg hunt.
How many girls did you give it to, Dave?
286.
Damn, you must be tired.
You have a prescription for Viagra, or are you on the mailing list?
We're on the mailing list, yeah. But
you're good now, Bill.
Yeah, now it doesn't make any sense.
It only
what triggered it?
So I looked over here on my control panel, and I straight up muted my microphone on the control panel, but yet everybody's still hearing me. Ain't daggum old computers. I tell you what, all that daggum old technology. I'm sick of it. I'm about.
Anyways, you got 200 and some hot dogs.
Down to Kentucky, get me a log.
Well, we gave away 200 and I think it was 286.
You buy all of them at Costco or something, or where you get them?
I got them at Gordon's, but it used to run me about $80 to do this event.
120.
180.
Wow.
180. $100.
Wow, baby.
I'm like, for all the eyelids and assholes you can eat in a hot dog.
All the lips and toes you can shove in your neck.
Eyelid, beaks, nose, toe,
But that's buns, ketchup, mustard, the whole work. Everything. But it's just, I cannot believe that's $100 bill over normally an $80 job.
I told you I bought a bunch of meat the other day to the smoker and stuff. I bought, 2 16-pound pork bellies, 3 racks of baby back ribs, and I already had a 10-pound pork butt, and then I bought 3 ribeyes and 2 New York strips, and I spent probably $250 on all that.
Yeah, I bought 2 butts and a double package, and normally
they had them on sale, double.
Yeah, normally they run about $135 a piece. They're up to $225 a pound, but it was $40 for 2 of them. But it's still not a bad buy, but it ain't what it used to be.
I just know myself, I know it's more expensive, but it's going to taste so good.
Yes, it always does. And Steve has a little recipe here where he likes taking pork belly, bacon, and he chops it up and dices it all up and makes it into a little sweet candy.
I think I ended up with 12 pounds. I probably ate 3 pounds myself last night.
Cooking it, you eat that much.
You're locking up. What the hell?
Who?
You. There you are. The camera keeps locking up on me. But
it's all good.
I don't know. But yeah, the pork belly burn-ins. I still got to do. I don't know. I think those are cheaper than doing hot dog ones. What you're talking hot dogs cost.
I know. Bill talked to me.
You're going in. You lost your audio, Bill.
Lost your audio. I seen his lips move and nothing come out.
Yep. Nope. Your mic off and on again.
Isn't this great, this technical problems?
Yeah.
We've been on here an hour, nothing. Now, as soon as we go live, here comes all the problem.
With him gone, I don't know if we're still going.
Oh, yeah, we are.
We're on air, so yeah, we're still finishing.
But it's funny, the last time I listened to it, he went dead, but you can still hear him on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
But no, we were talking about doing the hot dog burn-ins, the one show. Well, shit, hot dogs should be cheap, and if they're up to like that, it's probably easier to buy the real shit.
I used to buy 50 hot dogs for $7. Now they're $31 for 50 hot dogs. And then they also dropped it from 50 to 40. So that's how much they jumped up. I don't hear you. Nope. So we just keep doing what we're doing. It is what it is. Look at him rubbing his head. We laugh at this because this drives him crazy. This is just like a nightmare.
It looks like a deaf mute with a pair of mittens on. Can't talk to nobody.
And he'll figure it out here in a second.
Oh, he will. The thing is, when he figures it out, he's like, I don't know why I didn't find that earlier.
Yeah, it'll be something.
The thing is, he can still hear us talking about him. Can't you?
Probably, yeah.
You have that
hey, Bill,
smile on your face, Bill.
I think you ought to learn sign language. Come on, give us a shot.
Give us universal.
And I knew that one was coming. I knew that one was coming.
Hey, Bill, I'm equal opportunity. Watch. And your horse.
I wonder if they probably can still hear him on there. Because you can just probably hear him even though we can't.
But breakfast, what else about breakfast? Anything?
Like you said, it's one of the best meals I like to fix. I like cooking it.
Now, favorite things for breakfast.
Now, let's do your cast iron biscuit. You showed them, and they did turn out good this time. So that was your little secret.
Oh, to make them?
Yeah. Most people don't know how to make. Hey, look,
I have one of them big, and I like a big bowl to mix stuff in because I don't like a little bowl splashing shit out.
Okay.
I got a big, I guess it's stainless steel bowl that's probably 20 inches across. It's big.
Okay.
And I don't measure nothing. I get a bag of self-rising flour and I'll dump it in the bottom of there and get me some buttermilk. Pour a little bit in. Flour. Yep, buttermilk. Turn it up till it mixes. And once you start getting a dough, if it's too dry, add a little more buttermilk. And if it's too wet, add a little more flour. But once it gets all mixed up, just put about 1 or 2 tablespoons of oil on it and mix that all in and just let it sit.
Okay.
I always use a cast iron skillet is what I bake.
Let it rise?
Not really rise. I just let it sit for a minute. Get the oven on, the cast iron skillet. I'll spray it with some cooking spray. Then I spray my hands with cooking spray. And
Good job. You didn't go with the normal. I spray it with spray.
I spray my hands with cooking spray.
I am an idiot.
There you are. You're back.
Hey, there's Bill. And we knew you were going to say that. Steve already said you're.
And you roll them into balls and put them in the pan, one in the middle, and then go around outside.
Yeah.
Bake them at 350 for 18 minutes. They start rising up. Once I can grab a hold, pull them out, and feel that they're not jelly, still, they're melted through, I will take salted butter, melt it, and brush it on the top of them. Put it back in, put it on broil for 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, till it gives a nice brown crust.
I got a question.
Pull them out.
I got a question.
What?
First thing is, you said you reach in to see if they're jelly. Aren't they a little hot?
Well, I pull it out. I put my hand on the top and just give them a wiggle.
Okay. Second thing is,
inside it's going to be that smeary feeling. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. I'm just screwing with you. Second thing is, you start from the middle. What happens if you start around the edges, put the middle in last?
It don't matter. I just start pouring it in the pan. And
I know. Welcome back, brother.
Picture I sent you.
I'm an idiot.
Bill.
I'm an idiot. So I muted my microphone so that I could open a can of drink here.
Yep.
And you forgot that.
Forgot that I did that.
You mean you're not going into the mic like Dave?
No. Well, I've got a keyboard shortcut set up to where I can just and then.
Hey, Bill. leave the shortcuts alone because you forget them.
And didn't he yell at us about playing with switches on our phones?
Uh-huh.
I love it when the plan comes together.
Is that right, TikTok?
That's right, TikTok.
Tic-tac.
Tic-tac. You got it wrong. You only get one shot at this, Steve.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't know. How many of you had there? Hey.
Apparently not enough.
Bill, what are you drinking?
Well, I'm drinking. It's funny you should ask, Steve.
Well, Bill.
I'm drinking.
Does your husband drink those?
Are we allowed to say what?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's advertised free. You're not selling or buying.
No money for it.
I want to be a fat trucker, but I don't want to die. So I'm trying to watch my sugar intake and all the shit that goes along with that. So I got some of these White Claws.
Does that balance out the fried bologna sandwiches?
Well, that's that. So what you got to do, you got to do a little self-examination. Do you like eating or do you like drinking? And if you like eating more than you like drinking,
the only self-examination I know of is where you roll your balls through your fingers in the shower, feeling for a pee on a nodule to go to the doctor.
Well, that one's new on me.
Let's move right along.
Yeah.
Okay. Does your husband drink those?
Yes.
By the way,
you were just dying.
I'm not letting that go. No,
yeah. No, this is watermelon flavor White Claw, and it says.
Whoa! Up the brakes. Watermelon?
Watermelon, because.
Is there any manly flavors like lime or lemon?
Well, like motor oil and.
There you go. Yeah.
Number 2 diesel fuel
grass
flavor.
clippings.
Yeah.
Watermelon. God.
Hey, you're the man that just took off your lugger tires to put on family tires.
Because she
but
said
don't talk
so.
about manly.
Don't think for a minute Dave didn't tell me that.
Oh yeah, she's listening. She did like the noise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey,
let's move into a little bit of trucking news, just to be.
You want to do some news? Want to get back on track here?
Well, we've never been on track, so why start now?
We're halfway through the show. We've only got 2 things, so let's go.
Yeah, there's got no time limit.
No, not really. Not anymore. Since we ditched the
Jitsi.
The Jitsi, yeah. Okay, so time for the news, as Dave says. It looks like first up in the news, for anybody that's going to be running New York this week, like me, in fact, tomorrow morning I'll be taking off for New York.
The Big Apple. Oh.
Michigan continues rolling back. Oh, okay. We're going to start with Michigan. Okay, Michigan.
Yeah, New York.
I was wondering where.
Segue into the next article or somewhere along the line. We're going to start off with something. Michigan continues rolling back spring weight restrictions, and this is from Truckers News Staff. From article dated April 14th and updated April 16th. The Michigan Department of Transportation and local agencies continue to adjust annual spring weight restriction areas to protect roads. Effective 6 a.m. Monday, April 18th, weight restrictions will be lifted on all state trunk line highways. Yep. What's that mean?
It's the main road. The main
trunk line highways.
The other ones are spurs off the trunk line.
Gotcha. Trunk line highways from the southern Michigan border north.
Hey, I was just going to go with the watermelon drinks and let him go.
You buy them books, send them to school, and they don't learn shit.
They didn't. All the trucking shit stopped when I went to college.
April 18th.
April 18th, weight restrictions will be lifted on all state trunk line highways from the southern Michigan border north to and including M72.
That was last week, fellas.
Yeah.
Well, the reason I brought this up is because out of the most of us, Steve seems to had to deal with this the most when he was driving. Yeah. And I don't do a lot of Michigan hauling and didn't understand totally. Like, I have a normal 80,000 pound load and I'm on 75. Do I have to worry about any of the frost lines in any of 75 areas that I normally run? Or is it just getting off on the secondary?
Michigan,
that's what it was about.
All them B trains, they're 160,000 is what them B trains can be. So, but they got multiple axles, so they got less pressure on the road kind of deal.
They actually are better than our trucks are.
Yeah, but far as these laws, I don't know them that good, but I think that applies a lot to them because when the frost laws are in, you don't see as many of them on the road, up and down the road till everything starts clearing out. So
The main roads or the side roads? Because like when I go to Traveler City and was hauling that paper out of there, that's all side road. There is no main roads.
oh yeah. Well, it's all U.S. Whether it's 131 or 81 or 72, all the ones up in that area. Because that's up Traverse City, Petoskey area, up in that way, Cadillac. So yeah.
And then I think Bill's even been up to UP with dump trailer loads and stuff.
Yeah.
And so that's what my curiosity was.
Bridge up there at Mackinac.
That wasn't even a full load. It was just a small load out of there was a construction site up there, and I don't remember the name of the town, but it wasn't even 20,000 pounds of stuff going into the box.
Yeah.
You hauled a load of mats up there once, Steve, and I think I went and got them.
You went and picked them up. It was like 3 days later, and they didn't even use half of them.
Yeah, they didn't even use them. So.
Yeah, I don't remember if I dumped that load or not. Actually, it was going to Omni, but I don't remember which Omni it was going to. But I didn't dump it; somebody else did.
But that was my only concern. And then as I'm looking through the news, I find the New York, and me and Bill seems to run a lot of New York here lately. So I thought I'd throw this in there and make him sweat bullets because I'm legal, he's iffy.
Yeah, Michael was. I'm kind of. By the time I get to New York, I've burned off enough fuel to where I'm well within the. But I drive a big W9, and it's got a wet kit on it, so I can pull the roll-offs and the dump trailers, and it's.
Well, I was talking about the APU.
Right, but you're still a little lighter than I am, though. With that.
Oh yeah, I'm 1,000.
I don't have a pony motor on mine. Usually, though, by the time I get up to where the...
And by the way, everybody, APU, we're throwing stuff out there, and the people that don't know...
Auxiliary power unit.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. So for the uninitiated among us, some trucks have a smaller auxiliary motor that kind of it's about the size of a lawnmower engine, I guess.
Deal, yeah.
Yeah, and it's for running when we're stopped at night. Sometimes you might notice if you're on the road traveling late at night, trucks will stop in the rest areas or truck stops or whatever, and they'll run their motor or they'll run one of these, I call them pony motors, so that they can run their heat, air
conditioning, power,
electricity, and all that. And
you got a microwave or just to charge your phone and stuff, whatever extra you got in your truck.
But some trucks have these APU motors or pony motors on them, and some don't. Mine don't. And if I probably, oh gosh, with as heavy as my truck is now, if I had an APU on there, I'd be really,
I'd
be in bad shape. Because I'm like, when I got on the scale after loading this New Bedford load, Friday.
Friday.
Yeah. When I got on the scale, I was 79.9 right at, and that's about normal with full
and if you stopped and picked up some chicken, it's been over.
Yeah, and then by the time dinner comes and goes, I'm well over gross.
Well, the best part about when he crosses the scale man gets on and goes, "Hey driver, slide your seat back 3 notches."
Good to go.
Out. There you go. No, I was reading this deal, and I was trying to figure out with the oversize that I hauled, and this is right here in this last paragraph. It says, as far as reducing the posted weight limit, 25% for concrete and 35% for asphalt. That's the reduction in the weight that they're saying for the seasonal roads. But it says all extended permits for oversized loads, weight restricted, single trip permits will not be issued for anything over 14 foot wide or more than 11 axles or 150 feet long. So most of that stuff that we were doing wasn't more than 12 feet, and we were only running 8 axles, so we could still get permits. But yeah,
that's pretty heavy because you're getting up there to that.
Way, yeah. Well, and when they're 14 foot wide, they're thinking a normal lane's 12 foot. So you're hanging in 2 lanes. You're tearing up 2 lanes instead of 1 lane. So, yeah.
Well, this article goes on to say frost restrictions are still in effect for the remainder of the state and will be imposed and enforced on all state trunk line there's that word again, trunk line highways north of the M72 line. Now the M72 kind of cuts across. If you think of Michigan as a mitt, and the M72 is up here.
Right up top, north up by Petoskey. Petoskey's north of there.
Yeah.
Muskegon.
State routes typically carry MI or US designations. What they mean is that Michigan is what M is what they call their state roads up there.
Interstate or US.
Yeah, I is interstate or US is the US federal highways, which is, I mean, that's all just semantics nowadays. And it goes on to say, when roads that have been frozen all winter begin to thaw from the surface downward, melting snow and ice saturate the softened ground. During the spring thaw, the roadbed softened by trapped moisture beneath the pavement makes it more susceptible to damage. This also what the fuck is he doing? This also contributes to pothole problems.
What are you doing?
It's you.
Not me.
You kids need to quit playing.
Tic-tac.
This also contributes to pothole problems already occurring due to this winter's numerous freeze-thaw cycles. Yeah, that's a thing this year, isn't it? Because we've had several.
It just never got warm and stayed warm. We've got warm, cold. It's back and forth. Yeah,
we've had some false positives here.
I mowed my yard today, and it was amazing how soft it was.
Yeah.
I was like, "Wow, it's softer than I thought." Thought it'd be a little drier than it was, but
throw some Viagra out there; it'll harden up for you, Dave.
Make the grass stiff.
Then it prick your feet.
$10 a pill. That's going to get expensive grass.
But it prick your feet though.
Oh, that's true.
Walking on it barefooted. Okay, let's get down to New York.
Okay, yeah. This
article. He started out on here.
I will put all this stuff in the show notes for anybody.
Let's get down to the part where Bill goes to jail.
As I was saying, I will put all this stuff into the show notes for the audio only version, which all of you are no doubt listening to right now.
See, when they do them things, when they always say like, "Oh, we got the 72-hour DOT blitz in Ohio or Indiana or Michigan," and I'm thinking now,
I never noticed.
I don't even care.
Yeah.
Yeah. Steve doesn't.
They always say that for Ohio, and I'm like, what's the difference any other day? It's like that every day.
You're doing that every day. Why is it a 72-hour blitz when all you do is sit at the rest park and wait for somebody to pull in there to take a leak?
They do that all the time now.
And you go, hey, let's do a check while you're here. It's like, let me pee first.
I'll tell you what, Ohio, they get a bad rap, but it's all deserved because it looks like. What it looks like is guys go in there to use a bathroom and they get harassed by DOT. And if that's not the case, I'm sorry, but that's the way it looks.
It looks that way because everybody in line.
Now, I have been pulled over by that one in Mansfield that likes to sit in the middle and then pull you into that rest area right before you get to 71. There,
the one that I got to know pretty regular was the one before Beaver Dam on 30 at that rest area because he checked every oversized load that went by.
Yeah.
We were on a first name basis after 3 or 4 times.
I don't have problems with them because I don't pull into them lot lizard places. I keep driving.
Mm. We could do a whole section on that too, couldn't we? Because I got some stories from back in the day. It's not so much a thing nowadays, but back in the day, boy, I tell you what. Anyway, moving on. New York.
Make you holla.
New York announces statewide diesel truck emission enforcement blitz, and I'm not sure where this article is from, but it is from somebody named Ashley. Okay, CDL Life.
There you go.
Yes, CDL Life.
So apparently, the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation, or DEC, is conducting a week-long enforcement detail targeting idling trucks and emissions violations. In an April 21 announcement, the DEC said the enforcement blitz is taking place in approximately 30 locations statewide to commemorate Earth Week. Oh, thanks, fucker. By
the way, just to throw you a curveball, the picture on the story is 2 DOT cops looking underneath the trailer, which has nothing to do with the truck idling.
Right.
I don't get it.
So, no doubt they went Googling for pictures to put on here of police officers putting us in our place.
Yes.
Those truck driving monsters, killers of the freeway. Oh, for God's sake.
Killers of the environment.
It goes on to say the DEC's Division of Law Enforcement, in coordination with DEC's Division of Air Resources staff, will conduct emissions inspections on diesel vehicles to help identify non-compliant heavy-duty vehicles and reduce emissions of fine particulate matter in disadvantaged communities where there is often significant heavy-duty vehicle traffic. What the fuck?
I think that was a racist.
That was racist as
AF.
Racist. Let me read that again, folks. The DEC's division, there's a lot of big words in here, so I need you to keep up with me, okay? If you got any questions, I need to see hands. Okay, the DEC's Division of Law Enforcement, in coordination with DEC's Division of Air Resources staff, will conduct emissions inspections on diesel vehicles to help identify non-compliant heavy-duty vehicles and reduce emissions of fine particulate matter in disadvantaged communities where there is often significant heavy-duty vehicle traffic. What the?
By the way, you're safe, Bill. You're not going in disability neighborhoods. You're on the toll road. Hammer down, brother. You're good.
Have you ever looked to the right or left as you went across that toll road?
Oh, yeah. There's the Eagle spots. There's the Area 51 motocross track. There's the IRP.
All I'm saying is if all those people came out of their houses at the same time, 99% of them would be wearing pajamas. Michael says the trailer exhaust is the worst for the ozone.
I know that.
That's excellent. I'd love to have you on the show, Michael. We need you to go ahead and buy you a microphone and a webcam. And
we usually maybe we put them extra Canuter valves on there, don't they?
Extra Canuter valves on the trailer?
Canuter valve on the trailer, yep. Stop that exhaust.
Because the new trucks are not running the exhaust up to stacks. The new ones run them down on the ground.
That's
the old grass burners.
Gas burners, yes. Way to go.
Disadvantaged communities. Is that what this is about?
You don't run them out in Kansas out west.
Everything is racist. The reason you are alive is because you're doing something to somebody less than you. Live with it.
Gosh, I feel so terrible for all of the more advantaged air I breathe every day.
Yeah.
Additionally, environmental conservation police officers will also engage in targeted enforcement of regulations restricting idle time for diesel vehicles. Reduced idle time cuts down on air pollution and noise, improves fuel economy, and saves diesel operators and consumers money. Officers will also monitor compliance of pesticide applications, solid waste transportation, and open burning as part of the Earth Week detail. New York State continues to lead the nation in taking bold action to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and other air pollutants that harm our environment, economy, and affect environmental justice communities that are disproportionately impacted by pollution.
Has New York decided to do Earth Week and put out a nasty email to the newspaper?
It just depends.
That's about the highlight of what they're going to do.
Oh, yeah. It just depends what...
I mean, I'm just reading all kinds of...
the mayor or the governor's got on their agenda for that day.
Yeah, and that's basically what it is. And they made a news story out of it and telling us we're all because when they get the good picture of the exhaust coming out of the trailer with the back tires, so this is an up and up. We're doing good for the environment.
Yeah, this is all lip service, isn't it? It's self-aggrandizing.
You know what? And that's the news.
That's the news, folks. That's all the news that is news. That's a fucking news. God's yeah. Okay, so we're gonna move on to something far more interesting to fat people.
Something that makes them vittles you get to eat.
Yeah, them damn daggum old vittles, but I gotta tell you. We're gonna call this section grill time. Dun, 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 dun. Grill time.
3 fat trucker grill time.
Yeah, take it from here, Dave. You're the bona fide grill correspondent of 3FT Podcast.
I have been known to have a little sidekick as doing a little food grilling, and we've stumbled across one of my I didn't stumble. I brought it up just so we could talk about it. But we got spring in the air. I hear the birds, and unfortunately, since COVID, I can't smell the grill no more, which has pissed me off. But it is back to grilling season, so we decided to talk a little bit about grills. And we're talking, and I bring up a website that has usually all grills, from the upper end to the little, I guess you call Dollar General, walk out the door, round charcoal grill with a bag of Max Light in it, and you're going to the park and have a good time. And I love grills. That would probably be my next adventure, is opening up just selling grills, every kind I could. And sell them.
Have you ever used one of them green eggs?
I own one, yes. But mine's not green, it's red. I spent $1,600. I went with the $600 acorn instead of a green egg.
Same premise, yeah.
Same exact thing. Those are called cast iron kettle grills. I love a kettle grill. If you're going to cook a pizza, you're not going to bake. You can get that thing up to 800 degrees with charcoal and wood, and it will lay down a pizza in a minute and a half on your stone. You will not get a better taste, get a little burnt edges. It's wonderful. Mm-hmm. Second thing, if you're cooking a steak, you got a fine piece of meat. I was cutting tenderloins probably about 4 inches thick, and we would throw them on there, and I would literally get that thing up to 800 degrees, and I would sear both sides, throw it on the upper rack, slow it down, and let it cook for about another 15 minutes, bringing the heat down, and that thing looked like a burnt piece of meat, and that's actually what they call Pittsburgh medium. It has a name where they burn the outer edges. You slice into that, the juices run out down that table. You're never going to get a better piece.
I can remember Pittsburgh Rare, and nobody usually eats Pittsburgh Rare because they'll take a whole steak, grab your tongs, dunk it in liquid butter, throw it on the grill, 1, 2, 3, flip it over, 1, 2, 3, and it's on the plate.
Yeah.
And it's still golden though.
It's still golden though. That's a little too rare. But
I'll try anything once.
That's true. That's true. And then we got the typical place I stopped at, which is the one and probably the only number one roadside steak thing. It's in Amarillo, Texas. Yep. And you got the 72-ounce steak. You eat it in 1 hour. They'll give it back to you for free.
No problem. You think about it, 72-ounce steak, that's 8 9-ounce steaks.
Yes, or
9 ounces. Yeah.
That's just crazy amount of meat.
Did you wash your hands after you pooped?
I would hope so.
At what point does a steak stop being a steak and become a roast?
Well, that's true. Seriously. 72 pounds of I bought some of these. I don't know if you guys have tried them yet. The Tomahawk Steaks. I like them.
Yeah.
They're okay. They're tough.
It doesn't put a deal on it for you.
Yeah. You're getting a lot of bone.
You're getting the prime ribs, what you're getting the cut.
Right.
And you're just getting the medallion off of it. They're taking the off the shank because, yeah.
And it's all for looks.
One more thing to sell them to people to charge them more money. And
because when you're buying them, everything's bought by the pound.
Just buy a whole prime rib roast.
Yes.
And cook the whole thing myself and have prime rib.
Slice it yourself.
Exactly.
And most people don't understand. If you go get prime rib or you get a ribeye, it is the same exact piece of meat. Just
sliced.
Yes, yeah. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
But grills are very popular. We have all kinds of wonderful grills they make today. So you can have different flavors, different lengths, different,
Well,
the most of them are freestanding gas grills. Most people have that. And then some of your nicer home stuff go with the built-in gas grills where it's natural gas.
yep.
And then the new ones, the newest, latest style out is the pellet grills, and they've really took off and doing good. And then you got the kettle grills, which are the kettles, the hard, it just holds the flavor. You don't lose your heat. And then you got the traditional charcoal grills. Now, I'm an old school guy, and it's hard to beat charcoal. Charcoal has, and it's probably because of how we were grown up with a little lighter fluid, a little charcoal.
Well, and I always use it if I'm doing a charcoal grill. I always buy a bag of the lump charcoal, the wood,
Right.
and I'll start that and throw it on top of my charcoal after I get so far down, and it gives just like you're burning on a regular wood fire kind of deal.
And I also have a fire pit grill. Bill also has one of those, and there's nothing better than building a nice fire in the fire pit.
There's nothing like an old 3-legged Weber.
Yep. Well, yeah. No, we're not talking about your girlfriends right now. We'll get to that.
You should have posted that picture you had.
What was her first name, Steve?
The reserve parking spot you sent me. Don't you remember?
Yeah.
The reserve parking spot. It looked like the Weber grill and Fat Guy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It was a pregnant lady pull. Yeah, it was the first. Kroger's was the first one to do that. Give us fat guys grills parking
spots. Yep.
So, but the charcoal grill is a wonderful grill, and part of it is because how it cooks. And there's nothing better. The gas grill is the most convenient. Your gas grill, you go out there, you can heat it up.
Yeah, there's no wait time.
You can just instant. It's almost like a microwave.
But the charcoal grill. That is a lifestyle. That's where you fire it up, have your buddies over, grab some beers, drinks, and sit around and you shoot the shit and throw a couple burgers or steaks on,
Yes.
It's all about
the ambiance. You want to have a great time on the patio. You want to have a good time with your friends. I have a buddy of mine just picked up a brand new pellet grill.
What's his name?
I believe it's Michael.
Is it?
Michael just got him
Does
a
he
new
know how to put it together?
What's that?
Do you know how to put it together?
I would think so, yeah. He's trying to throw you under the bus. Mike got the grill, I think, 2 weeks ago when we were giving him heck because he hadn't got it together. But I know that was today's project, so I'm hoping maybe get over there and try.
What time is the steak tonight?
I don't know. We'll have to call.
I'll take a drive if he's cooking steak.
If he's cooking steak, you'll make the drive? That's good.
Steak's worth a 5-hour drive.
Pellet Grills is the new one, and the pellet grill really has its advantage because now they can get temperatures up to right around 600 degrees. Some will say higher, but that's pretty much the.
And you can run it from your phone.
Well, you can control the heat.
That's how the man keeps an eye on what you're doing there.
You got to get up from drinking your beer.
Yeah.
The man knows what you're doing when you use all that high-tech stuff there, doing all that daggone about grilling with all that Wi-Fi connected charcoal briskets there. You're doing all that. That's how they want you. Don't laugh at me, goddammit. That's how the government...
You got to have your generator, too, because you got to have power.
Bad enough they're watching you through that little pixel camera on top of your television there.
The funny part about it is it looks funny when you got the extension cord running to the battery on your grill where they plug it in so you can get your Wi-Fi to hook up.
That's just too much, folks. Stop the press.
And they are great tailgate grills. I mean, tailgating is another event. I don't care what event you go to. If you can go to a parking lot, get your buddies out, throw some beer down in the cooler and some meat on a grill and sit around and lie, because that's basically what it is. You become a 3-fat trucker.
For real.
I started to look for one of them before I stopped driving to carry on my truck, which was, I don't know, they had them that were probably 18 inches long, and you had the bottle of propane, and you screwed on the small bottle.
Right.
Sit right there on my fenders of the truck and cook me up.
Oh, I like the ones that slide in your receiver.
Oh,
you slide right in your receiver.
I have a receiver on my Peterbilt.
Yeah. Oh, on your semi.
But I didn't have fenders to set it on.
Yeah, that's for your semi truck. But I didn't see you take your semi truck tailgate.
Every time somebody uses that word semi, I just cringe.
Semi-truck. Hey, there's a sign down there at our favorite breakfast place. It says, no semi-trucks.
Yeah, let's call them out on that bullshit. Yeah.
No, we can't because our waitress does follow us and she is.
But
yeah, we don't remember her name, but or at least I don't.
Tara there at the Pancake House?
Yeah, Tara.
That's the one.
See, Tara, I remembered your name, sweetheart. Don't listen to Big Boy here.
Oh, don't listen. He moved away. It doesn't matter.
Hey, I eat there all the time.
Yeah.
What's the one in Waynedale we were supposed to remember? Big Boy.
That was Mike's job, but he fucked up.
Yeah, Mike is our background support engineer. And
all Dave knew was that she was going to Kroger with her husband.
Kroger.
And if you're listening,
welcome. We love having you.
Yeah, we love you. I'm bad with names unless I've got it in front of me.
Truckers, CommercialPress.USA.
No, have them send it to the real one. Bill gets all drooly when we get emails.
Well,
yeah, so even if it's bad email, he wants email.
Well, I mean, like I said, this email, I know I'm like acting like a fool over this, but I really felt like I wasted our money on that. And then
literally, I had to stop next to him over at Lafargo and give him some paper towel. The drool just wouldn't stop. I mean, he was so excited.
Because I
always
realized
drooling. He don't have no teeth.
So
well, since we're throwing around any listeners out there, yeah. I'm gonna give you an invite right now. I'm gonna give you a challenge. If you would love to meet the three fat truckers at a steak place, every Black Friday we started the first annual Black Friday steak dinner. And if you love to see us, there's a place off Highway 12 in Michigan, in Bronson, Michigan. Yep. And it is called, I just lost the name. What is it?
Bill's. Or
Bill.
Yeah.
It is. It's Bill's.
Ask me how I remember that.
It's called Bill's Steakhouse. It's right across the street from White Star Auction Place. And every Black Friday, 5 o'clock, we're going there.
Black Friday, man. That's bullshit, man.
That's bullshit.
And they got steak, they got fish.
Oh,
it's my steak. I had bluegill with my steak.
Steaks like that right there.
Yeah, when you order your steak, what size? Can I get a side of bluegill? Oh, yes, you can. How about a big?
You ain't even gonna tell them because they tell you what you want before you even know.
I know, and she didn't even write it down. I'm like, this lady's not even writing it down.
Even when Dave's talking to her, they usually screw them up.
I tried.
It was good that we didn't sit at the same table. And he started throwing his food at me too. That was
that was just gristle.
Oh, I remember that day because I bet $20 on a ball game with Dave's sister-in-law.
Yeah, Steve damn near ate himself to death.
Losing, so I got $20 to buy Kleenex for her. But
she's not happy about Ohio State losing.
I know.
No, but folks, true talk, and we'll bring it up again before then. I didn't even think of that. That's a good idea. We are going to
do that as an annual thing now.
Steve's going to drive his fat ass up from Kentucky for this, and we're gonna meet. We're gonna try to make this an every Black Friday thing. We did it last year, and we really enjoyed it. They got, as far as steaks
might even do it on a white Saturday. I don't know yet.
We might do it tomorrow.
It depends on if you're. Well, it depends if it's Earth Day. We can't be doing Black Friday stuff on Earth Day.
Well, it'd be Green Thursday, right?
Okay.
It'd be Green Thursday.
I'm waiting on them to say Black Friday is racist. I just
eventually.
Why hasn't that happened yet?
It probably has. We just missed
it. In black and red. They're either black in the plus.
Somebody somewhere is traumatized.
I'm a normal guy that loves everybody. I really don't care.
That word "normal" pretty useful.
Well,
yeah, you're gonna have to go a little deeper on that. Normal.
It's just enjoy life. Come on.
Times since I've seen me a normal person.
I don't consider myself normal.
I know.
Well, neither does anybody else. One eye
from them.
I'm driving that bus, bud.
By the way, watch him do his eye thing and think of One Eye Willie on the kids that go down there and
Simpsons.
No.
I only know one-eye Willie.
Remember the guy Chucky and there's a pirate ship
and the one-eyed German.
Herman, the one-eyed German.
No, it's still wrong. What's the kids?
These are dick
find an old ship. Everybody's yelling at the TV screen. Knows what I'm talking about. The kids find this one-eye Willie is the pirate on this ship, and and you remind me of the bad guy that's the mom and the boy and the mental retarded son, and Chunky has got the candy bar. Oh, what is that movie's name? The Goonies, yes.
Really?
Yeah.
You couldn't think of the Goonies. Oh, my goodness.
No, I can't. I called it Tic Tacs. Why would I think of Goonies?
Tic Tac, Bill.
Bill, stop reading. You're looking too serious.
Oh, I'm on the live chat. Somebody's got
turn your mic back on.
He said Goonies.
I'm just screwing with you. It wasn't off.
Fuck's sake, man.
Okay, hold on now. On the chapter, he says he lives in Indian Lake. I want to ask him, do you remember Boogie Mama on the CB? Bill's joking. If you hear us, you let me know if you remember Boogie Mama.
I wonder how many dudes used to get on the radio wanting to run into her.
500 pounds, always on the CB, cussing and yelling. Guys, she'd be trying to sweet talk him and her daughter.
Oh, my God.
Her and her daughter.
Can we please get a 4-lane built around that stupid town so I don't have to go through it?
I can't believe there's not. There must not be enough traffic going down that.
No, not at all.
Must not be enough traffic on 33.
Oh, yeah. It goes from 4-lane down to 2-lane to go by a lake and then back into 4-lane. I don't get it.
I don't know. It's not like they're trying to get tourist traffic through there because there's nothing there.
That's what we need to talk about next show is people that are on certain areas that you travel regularly, the people that are on base stations that actually talk to truckers. Because there's a few, like Boogie Mom was right there around Indian Lake and Russell's Point. Then when you got up there on 30, just the other side of 235 where you got in the 2-lane, there was an older lady up there everybody called Grandma. And she would be on the radio all night. She's like 80. She's probably dead and gone now. She's 89 years old, but she'd be on the radio on another channel, and all the drivers that went through there would get on her and, hey, Grandma. And she knew everybody's voice, what their handle was. And she'd just give you about her day that her husband, his handle was Ranger. She'd be like, yeah, me and Ranger's going to the doctor tomorrow. And she'd just tell you about her day. Mm-hmm. And that's what she did.
The CBs went out like 15 years ago. So.
And I remember her. And then where I did live there, down towards Bluffton, there's another, and I think she's still around, was a gal called Dreamcatcher. And she was on the radio nonstop, giving directions to drivers trying to get into places. But I think back in the day, I think it's faded out. But yeah, there was always
one in Iowa, north of Quad Cities, there on 61 called Tumbleweed. Old lady used to, when I would head up towards Dubuque out of the Quad Cities, before they made that all 4-lane back in the day.
The only one I remember is every 76 truck stop, hey, driver, would you like some company? That's all I remember.
Why do you remember that, Dave?
I'm going to tell you one, Dave.
They were all doing it every 76 truck stop.
I'm going to say one thing, and both of you exactly going to know what I'm talking about. There was a guy out in Oklahoma with a big old base station, and he had it on repeat. And everybody, it didn't matter where you was at. I could be in Michigan, Florida. You'd hear the same thing all the time. I got my pretty red nightgown on, got my panties on. I'm going to bed. He would play that over and over and over and over. You remember hearing that, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you still hear that.
I thought that's. I hear that. Drivers
into here. Solemnity, like my pancakes. Every time I hear it, I want to think of Steve a pretty red nightgown.
Every time I hear some dummy say, "I ain't got no panties on," I get on there and I go, "What? Can't get your diaper over them?"
I remember when Clinton was president. I used to be an irritator. I had a big old Connex freaking monster radio, and I'd get on there and I'd key that sucker up, and I'd go. I still say Bill Clinton's the best president we ever had, and if we work together, we could build that bridge to the 21st century. And I'd keep doing that over and over and over and over and over and over. And them guys get so damn pissed off because when you're a trucker, you're supposed to be conservative, so you gotta act like you're pissed off.
I like it when you got your linear turned up so high when you key the mic, the lights go dim on the headlights.
I used to walk all over them
linears.
Power. Them guys with them linears would have the microphones turned up too high, and they'd be overmodulating, and I'd walk all over them every time. Just talk. You still hear that now. Them guys think they crank that mic gain all the way up.
Well, I like it now. I drive down the highway. Hey, driver, what's coming my way here? Now I hear crickets. Nothing. Nobody's got CVs no more.
No, it's unfortunate.
Turn to channel 12 to talk to the guy in the back.
Where's the crickets, Dave?
Huh? Where's the crickets?
You had the noise cell.
Yeah, I did have that little
laptop. What the hell?
Bill knows me when I do that.
Sorry, Bill.
I noticed this video Ninja does not have sound effects, so now we've got to
Yeah, now we have.
I bet it does.
But it does have the ability to inject your own.
Yeah.
God, thank God he knows how to do that.
Where are we at here?
You notice at the top of our screen, this is people you won't understand. At the top of our screen, there's like an icon of 3, another icon of 3, and the moony eyes. And if people who know what moony eyes are knows a little bit about drag racing, but that's what it looks like.
Nobody's seeing that except for us.
Yeah.
The only thing everybody else is seeing is just our 3 faces, but on the eyes and then the number 3 just means there's 3 people on the.
I know, but it's just fun. It reminds me of the old Chryslers and see them on the drag strip back in the 70s. And
I'll do a quick shameless plug for this guy. We're a little peek behind the curtain, folks. We're using a piece of software. I say software. It is software, but it's running through your web browser, like Chrome or Firefox or whatever, to make this show. These 3 audio feeds or these 3 video feeds is coming through a thing called VDO.ninja. You just type in your web browser VDO.ninja, and then you can pipe your webcam and microphone feeds into it. And the reason I like this little piece of software is that it pipes right into the software I use to pipe it off to YouTube to make a nice clean live stream. And we've tried all kinds of other crap, and nothing really gives us the performance that this does. So far.
It does
actually screw us up muting ourselves once in a while. But
and then when Bill wants to show us his screen, he can't figure out how to get back because we lose him at that point.
Yeah.
But, okay. It's got its little flaws. But
I was sort of surprised we didn't hear from old Big Jim and Zach today on here.
Yeah, I don't know. They must not be watching today.
They were mad because we weren't on last weekend, remember? Jim said
every other. So.
It's like every other weekend, my friend.
Well, I couldn't do every week because I'm on for those of you that don't know, I'm on another podcast.
Oh, yeah, we just tie in so we can listen to you talk about that stuff, and then you could talk about our stuff.
How that just shamelessly segues from one thing into another, yeah. No, I do another podcast, a tech podcast called Mitcast that...
guys, just so you know, too, down the road, Steve has some really good recipes. I got some good recipes. We probably ought to take time and write them down so we can put them on the show notes. So if anybody wants to try
and type them out like Michael did and see if we can do as good a job.
If I'm sitting on waiting to load, but I don't get to sit much. We're pretty much rolling.
Michael can type a letter like this on his phone.
I know.
Everybody else is fresh out of freaking excuses.
He just talks. His phone reads.
I'm telling you. And he appears to be our only listener, too. But, we got 10 views.
Yep.
Holy crap.
Elizabeth was on here. She said hi.
Well, I got 1 concurrent.
And Michael even got the big Texas right. The best steak dinner, 72 ounces.
Is it a good steak, though?
I don't know how we got the 8 ounce. I never got the 10 ounce. But, yes, the food is decent there. It is a big show place.
I was there in the late 90s, and I don't remember it blowing.
I was there in the 60s.
Hey, when are we going for them tacos?
And old.
Okay, where are you going on taco?
You sent me that thing on them big old monster tacos.
Oh, you like those tacos?
Oh, I've seen it before. Where was it?
It's in New Jersey.
Oh, man.
New Jersey Mike's.
Never mind.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Crazy big.
Yeah.
You seen that before?
Yeah.
I've never seen them that big. Holy cow, those are...
On the Tic Tac.
Come on, Bill. Start laughing.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, my favorite. I'll tell you what.
That's why you got to have a Tic Tac.
My favorite show to watch is that and I get hooked on it, is that Dinner, Dives and Drive-Ins.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. I fucked that up twice in a row.
Yeah.
It's
some of the places he goes for the food, I'm like, okay, write that one down. Okay, write that one down.
There's one in Goshen.
Well, there's one right there from you guys in Terre Haute. The 3X.
You mean you guys.
You guys. You're closer to Terre Haute than we are.
You went to there. The ones I did see was like East Coast, where they went out and they had
Memphis. There's one in.
Well, he went to some place. It was like your trailer, a vending trailer, and this guy doing hot dog buns, butter them, running them through the toaster, and putting lobster on them. And butter.
I see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take 3.
What's the one that's got the junkyard hot dog? He's in South Carolina. It's got that monster dog. Or no, they're called Widowmakers.
That one you in Oklahoma, making them with hot dogs with cream cheese and jalapeno jelly, and I'm like,
and this guy's out of a school bus, and it's somewhere down in South Carolina. I see.
Well, I told you when I ran Texas all the time, you get some of them back roads on the side of the road, and there's nothing for miles, and all of a sudden here's this little, like them pop-up canopies and a little old shack of a trailer, and it says tacos, $1. And I'm thinking, do I try them and get Hiroshima's Revenge, or?
Well, I was.
But we stopped and they're pretty good. But I mean, I was worried about getting sick off of them.
I had a lady stop there in Dallas and literally pull up to my truck and said, "I got what's the one wrapped with the corn stuff?
Tamales.
She goes, "I got tamales." And she goes, "I got 4 of them here." And I go, "How much?" And she goes, $20. And I go, "How about 10?" And she goes, "Okay." And I give her 10. She gave me 4.
Damn.
And she gave you diarrhea for a week.
They were actually pretty good.
Oh.
And
the one driver we had there at the shop, not saying his name, he used to sell, his wife would make tamales and get orders from guys in there for a while, I thought.
I never seen Lowe's bring food to work at once.
Okay, I didn't mention his name, but yeah,
don't work there anymore.
I know, but he's in Mexico, probably.
Michael said the guy that run the hillbilly hot dogs that you were talking about passed away.
Yes. Oh, did he really? Oh, man, I love that place.
Where was that
at? South Carolina.
Oh.
North Carolina. I don't know. I Google it real quick here.
Yeah. Here, I got to throw some more meat in the smoker.
Yeah, brag.
Lord have mercy. Well, we are at an hour and 17 minutes on the stream.
Well,
this one flew by, folks.
We'll make some more notes on covering a few of the things we touched on this one in the next show.
Yeah, this one got away from us. So what can we say? Let's do a couple shout-outs, people that we appreciate.
Well, I'll tell you what, folks. I appreciate the guy I'm looking at right here, old Bill, for putting this all together for us.
For God's sake.
And getting it going, because we couldn't have done it without him.
And the best part is when he messes up, it's always something silly.
Well, he
knew that he was going to come on there and go.
He still gets the headache when shit don't work, or when me and Dave got something screwed up, we can't figure it out.
Which is almost every time.
Yeah. So...
Yes, he's our tech guy.
Thank you.
Those of you that don't know, we were on here with each other, an hour and a half, 2 hours before the show started.
And everything worked perfect.
And I've been drinking this whole time.
Touching buttons, and then everything went to shit. No.
Yeah. I'm that kind of guy, though, that, is so used to solving complicated problems that I, shoot right past the simple solutions. And
like turning the mic back on.
Muting my microphone. Because that's...
She's turned on. It says it behind
you. Who are you thinking, Bill?
Huh?
Who do you want to shout out?
Well, let's see. Let me go ahead and thank Frost and Octane for our theme music. I don't know.
Shout out to Mike for helping me do stuff and
for all the
great beat up on him.
Yeah, for all the great administrative backup work he's given us today. Let me just scroll back through all of the live tech. I don't see Mike anywhere. Although he did tell me, yeah, I think I'll be on there this weekend. I think I got it all figured out. And
we'll give a shout out to Steve's wife since Steve beat her up and took her money.
Since she went ahead and allowed him to come on the show today and said,
Steve. Yeah. No, I was talking about my brother Steve.
Virginia. That's Steve. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
West Virginia.
Oh, is he on here? Okay.
I don't. He usually catches it, but he'll tell me about it tomorrow. So he may not watch it live, but he catches it.
I would imagine the vast majority.
Let's talk some shit about him before we get done. Then.
Yeah, let's hurry up.
I tell you what.
Sorry, bro.
Freaking guy.
We'll all be over for steak at 8:00 tonight.
You better get that grill put together. I got to go to work here in a little bit, and I need something to take with me. So.
No, but we could name all the people that we could think of, but the biggest thing we have to be thankful for is all of you that listen to our show every day. This show is free. It's always going to be free one way or the other to listen.
We're trying to get rich here.
Hey, I feel like, I don't know, you know. I feel
Take
like
your own 2 pennies.
Yeah, you keep that other one free. We're trying to get rich here.
You'll know when we get rich because I'll stop saying this.
Because you won't see Bill.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't put all them names of grills up there just for good luck. I'm expecting to see a Weber check here in the mail next couple of days.
You'll see a real brick wall behind me instead of a tablecloth that looks like a brick wall.
Yeah, but Bill, there'll be bars on the other side.
No, that's not real.
Oh.
No. You mean yours isn't either?
Mine's real.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Your roommate did a little brick and mortar, huh? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. So
he's pretty handy.
Yeah,
and I noticed Steve painted his brick. He didn't like the red, so we had to paint it white.
That looks like a jail cell at Alcatraz, I'll tell you what. Looks like you're doing a little time there, Steve.
He is. Every day he's going to go throw his steaks on and do some more time. You know, I asked him if he's going to mow the yard. You know what he told me, Bill? It's too heavy. I'm going to have somebody else do it. I'm like, well, as long as you're going downhill, it ought to be fine. What up, Bill? Maybe a little rough.
Turn at the bottom to go the other way.
Yeah,
we fired up the mower yesterday. The boys did the mowing.
Yeah, I did it today. So
Bill's got 2 replacement boys that can mow for him.
Yes, I have replacement.
Yeah, he's got built-in mowers.
Yes. I bought that mower brand new 2 years ago. I've not used it once.
And it's buy him another brand new one so he don't have to use it.
Hey,
that's with fingerprint stuff. It ain't on it. So
yeah.
Well, anyway, to reiterate, folks, we appreciate everybody that listens. We will always, you know, some people take their podcasts when they get big and they go exclusive on.
Whatever,
Spotify or whatever, and you know, I'm not going to down anybody for doing things like that, but I can, at this point, I want to promise that we will always make this show free for folks to enjoy, and we appreciate everybody that takes part and lets us know that, hey, you know, we appreciate what you're doing. Like, you saw how nuts we went over the email that guy sent in. I mean, come on, you know,
Bill.
Yeah, well, yeah, I did. I mean, you know, this is the only creative thing I've ever done in my life. You know,
Dave, send him an email bib that catches the drool.
Yeah.
Oh, one of them with a little bucket. We'll get us one of those bedpans and sew it to it because it's rounded. You know.
The English call it a receiver.
A receiver.
It's called a receiver. Yeah, because it receives.
Hey guys, we're all healthy. We're still alive. We're doing the best we can. Let's keep it that way. God has given us a good shot to do what we want, And that's what we're doing.
Check us out on, we're on YouTube. Email us 3ftpodcast show at 3ftpodcast.org. Our website is 3ftpodcast.org. We're on Discord just Google 3 Fat Truckers and we just cover the page. We've got a Telegram channel. I announce the shows on Telegram channel. We've got 0 subscribers on there so far, but we're on there. I know people like to go on there to do all their conspiracy theory talk and all that stuff, so I thought I'd put that out there.
Never heard of it.
Well,
yeah.
But by far the biggest, most popular social for people that partake in our particular niche of communication is the Facebook page, and that is
and YouTube.
It's just 3 Fat Truckers is the group on Facebook, and we've got over 100 members on that page now, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's something, isn't it? So we appreciate everybody. However you partake in the show, we appreciate you. We love you. We'll be back here in 2 weeks. I don't know. Until that time, I've been Bill.
This is Dave, keeping the dirty side down, sunny side up.
This is Steve, sitting here retired, watching these boys work.
All right, until then, same bat time, same bat channel.